Hi friendies, and thank you for clicking on this video. Today's video is my duping things from my wish list video, where I'm gonna be duping some makeup releases that I want with stuff that I already have. Some things that I'm gonna dupe are Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, new Ofra X Samantha Merge highlighter, and yellow Uh-huh Honey palette by Colourpop, and something else. Hope I can fit it all in one video. A little bit why I'm doing this. I'm gonna know by here, I'm a makeup addict in a rehab. I'm trying to be anti-consumerist, I'm trying to be a less waste type of person, and I already have a giant collection that deserves my love. And yeah, let's just start with Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I have it in this little Z palette, magnetic palette from Shop Miss A. Disclaimer, I try to pick dupes based on the color layout in the palette and on swatches, and in different lighting all of them looked kind of different, so I'm sorry if you disagree with like any of the color choices, but again, a lot of them looked differently in different light, and I have zero opportunity to see it live. This is what it looks like, and let's just go color to color, and I'm gonna explain more nuances as we go. So look at this. The first color is this dark brown burgundy shimmer. This is my single eyeshadow from Shop Miss A in the color L4. Let's just swatch it. You can see the color. God, I need to be fired immediately, but this is what it looks like. The next color is a yellow. The yellows in the Natasha Denona palette are kind of warm. So this is actually a cool tone lemon kind of yellow that I have, so this one might not be necessarily true to the palette, but this palette already have two yellows, so I feel like it's okay either way. This is what it looks like. The next we have also a shimmer or a satin type of shadow, also kind of burgundy. Oh, and I forgot to say that, just a moment. The yellow eyeshadow was by Coastal Sands Bright Yellow. This satin burgundy shade is by Coastal Sands in the shade American Rose. Also swatched beautifully. The next eyeshadow looked very complicated on swatches, but also very basic. So I had a hard time figuring how can the dupe of that one look. So I chose this one. This is Glassbul by Colourpop. I assumed it was like the closest I can do, but I'm sure Glassbul is actually prettier than anything, even by Natasha Denona, because it's like very unique and beautiful. But again, maybe Natasha has something like that, something as gorgeous. So this little duochrome, yeah, so that is what it looks like so far. The next eyeshadow in this row in the original palette is like a nude shimmer shade. So for this goal I picked Makeup Geek Shimmer. Iconic shade, you know, and just swatching it. It's like very champagne and all, and you can like, it's satin, you can like barely see it. The next eyeshadow is kind of has a nuance. I picked this kind of lavender shimmer shade from My Little Pony Colourpop palette, but like the original one in the Sunrise palette is a duochrome. So I picked this one for the cohesiveness on the palette, but I'm also gonna show you an eyeshadow from a non-depotted eyeshadow palette, Magic by Juvia's Place. So you will see. So this is My Little Pony lavender shade, and this is this duochrome from Juvia's Place Magic Faso. It's so beautiful, and I feel like it is very true to the duochrome in the Sunrise palette. And look how it looks on finger. It's so beautiful. What I also want to add is that I have these two eyeshadows that I was like swapping out. They didn't really make it to the palette, but originally they were in the palette, but then I just swapped them for something else because it was a difficult process. But now we have this ABH Love Letter single. Oh, beautiful. You know how ABH formula is so good, but it actually, in this case, it doesn't really swatch that great. And next, where did we stop? Okay, the next eyeshadow is again from Mischief. It's L2. It's like a peachy, coppery, bronzy shimmer. Very vibrant and beautiful. Honestly, I again love Mischief singles. All the ones that I have are great. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna use this peachy shade. The peachy shade is from Yes Please Colourpop. This is what it all looks like at the moment. Another disclaimer is that Natasha Denona Sunrise is a lot like Natasha Denona Sunset, and Colourpop Yes Please is a dupe for Sunset, and that's why a lot of shades in this homemade palette are from Colourpop Yes Please. But the next in this row is again a nude, just a light shimmery shade, and this is Makeup Geek Artemis. Artemis was a Greek goddess of hunting. Look, so beautiful. Now what we have is lavender purple, cool tone purple matte from Colourpop My Little Pony. I'm out of arm space. Natasha, so beautiful. The next shadow is again yellow one from Colourpop Yes Please, and it's a different yellow than the one I have here. It's more warmer, more like Tweety Bird yellow. I'm not sure how that color is called, but it's like you can see how much less warmer it is in comparison to this lemon shade. But it could be possible that in Natasha Denona palette they look more similar. Next thing we have again a warm brown, orangey brown from Colourpop Yes Please. The next one is the one that I've never used because I don't use transition shades. I mean, very rarely. This is Colourpop Buffed. But I guess I'm gonna start using them now. Also, it's like not supposed to look like anything. And the last eyeshadow in my palette is Makeup Geek Birthday Wish. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks. And now I'm just gonna show you swatches all together, and then we will go to the next dupe. And the next release that I find truly amazing is Ofra collab with Samantha March. I have watched Samantha March for a long time. I admire her. I don't watch her every upload, like especially I don't watch her that often anymore because I'm on Nova and also like more colorful makeup. but I again admire her. And also that highlighter is so beautiful. It has like pink and green, and the compact is beautiful. The typical Ofra little design, it's beautiful. And if I wasn't on a no, I mean, theoretically I would love to buy it and support Samantha merch, but I'm on a no buy. I'm trying to be an anti-consumerist, and I just can't contribute to more plastic production and plastic waste. So again, I'll have to pass, but again, beautiful, and congratulations to Samantha. Those colors together look amazing, but again, like I said, they are pink and green, and I'm going to show you two highlighters that I can use together for the same effect, basically to dupe the product. The pinkish highlighter that I'm gonna use for that goal is gonna be this pink shimmery highlighter from BH Cosmetics and Carly Bible Deluxe Edition. This is what it looks like. Let's swatch it since we're at it. The highlighters in this palette are kind of chunky, especially when you swatch them. I'm sure Ofra highlighters are like buttery as heck, but like, what you gonna do? This looks even like kind of whitish, but still, I mean, perhaps I have more pink highlighters, but this is the first that I've found. And for green highlighter, I'm gonna use this beautiful thing. This is a highlighter by the brand Ilamasca in the color Deity. This is how both of them look like. Again, I think you cannot see much, but this is like a more subtle highlighter. I do have a more vibrant green highlighter, and that's Wet n Wild Under the Sea, I think it's called, Under the Midnight Sea, something like that. Also, I guess I can make a similar highlighter from any existing eyeshadow if I like dust it lightly and use a bigger, fluffier brush or a fan brush. But this is what we have now. Another thing is not a new release, but basically what happened is that I'm out of my cleansing balm, and cleansing balm is my preferred method of removing my eye makeup, and I'm a no buy. I'm also broke, so instead of buying a replacement with the money that I don't have, I'm trying to kind of dupe that too. Now, at this point of time, I have a little bottle of micellar water, but I primarily use micellar water while I'm doing makeup to clean out the fallout. I also have a little pack of makeup wipes, but again, that's not gonna last long. So yeah. And what I decided to do is to make my own cleansing balm. And what I did is that I took this plastic jar that I had. This is from Philosophy Renewed Hope in a jar, and I wanted to mix my own thing so it could act like a makeup removing balm. What I did is that I added some almond oil, I added some night mask, which I wasn't gonna use. It's from Look Fantastic Advent Calendar, and I didn't really like it. I think it's by the brand Madara. And I also added like a cheap day cream from the dollar store that I bought, but like I tried it and I didn't like it. This is how it looks like. I mean, kinda gross, and it kind of looks just like a cream, but it's very oily. And I have tested it and it works, and that's what I'm gonna use instead of buying the new thing. Again, disclaimer, not every oil is safe for your eyes. Not every face cream is safe for the eye area, so use it at your own discretion. And for me as well, if I'm gonna notice any irritation and discomfort, I'm gonna stop using it. but so far it works. And a part of how I came up with this idea is that I once had a sleepover with like a girl who was like a friend of a friend or something, and she taught me that life hack basically that was passed to her through generations. And the women in the in that family use basically kids facial cream to remove makeup, you know, like the cheap one that you can get in like every pharmacy for $1 or so. They use it, they can use it on a cotton pad, but I guess if you just slather it all over your face it also works. But yeah, that's what inspired this, and I'm glad that I can use this and save some money and all. Just sharing my life hack. And of course the final release that I'm duping is Colourpop Uh-huh Honey. I made a dupe on my Instagram, but to cut the story short, what I'm gonna use as my own yellow palette is the same yellow shades that you have seen in my Sunrise palette. Coastal Sands Bright Yellow, the yellow shade from Colourpop Yes Please, yellow shade from J-Cat Beauty Pops of Paparazzi eyeshadow palette, the yellow shimmer shade from Colourpop I Think I Love You, and the brown and bronze shades honestly need no dupes because they're basic. But that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching, for sticking with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. And hopefully I will see you in my next videos.